Right. Um, I'm learning how to do network games, so local, like LAN and online, and I think I'm actually getting somewhere now. I finally figured out how to make like visual animations and stuff replicate over from server to client, and I'll show you that now. Here's some of the this is what you need, or at least the way I've done it. So my server. Oh my god. What? What? Not sure what's causing that. Yeah, not a clue. Apparently my fourth character is bugged. Anyway, we'll have to look into that. So you can see that movement's replicated by default. So I had a look in the source code for the character class and how they do this, and it's ridiculously confusing. But yeah, so I've also made it so if you press enter, it snaps to the chat, and you can say like, "Hey," and he sees it over here, and I'm like, "Hey back." They're both me because this is like one machine. So I've configured attacking to X on the keyboard and A on the gamepad. So if I do it on my client here, you'll see it on both, or should do at least. Let's move to over here. And I've made it so if you hold it down, it will just keep going. If you let go, it will just finish the most recent one and stop. If you press it, let go and then hold it again really quick, it will just resume once the buffer's ended. So it feels really smooth. I had to do a bunch of retargeting to get the animations to work with these guys as well. So there's that animation over on from client to server, and you can see it that way. But so now from the server side, it works as well. And I also just toggled in. This isn't how you would die, but I've implemented it to see if it would work. And so if I press Alt, it plays my death animation on both screens. So that one works from there, and on this side works from there as well. So yeah, success. This was really difficult. It took like literally forever to figure it out. But now I'll actually be able to perhaps make a game online. Oh, what the hell? Interesting. Lol. That is so weird. It's the clipping, so I don't know if anyone even cares about that. But yeah, not bad, not bad. That's a no reason error. So yeah, you just need a function that prompts it to do the authority check. You need a function that runs the initial logic. You need one for the server and client, and then you need one to tell the server to run the client one, and then you need, yeah, I don't even know, it's just beyond confusing. So you need, so this gets run when I press, actually I'll do def because that one's simpler. So when you press a key, it runs def. So if you're the server it'll run the multicast one. If you're the client, it'll run the server one. And so, if you're the server, it runs player died, which runs the logic and so forth. If you're the client, it runs the server one, which runs the multicast one, which then, runs this, but on both. So logically, you'd think, right, so this one runs player dead, server runs this one that runs player dead. So you'd think you could just run this without the authority check, but I tested it and you do actually need both, which seems weird, but I guess maybe makes sense. So yeah, and then the only reason the attacking one's more complicated is because you've got two. So you've got continuous attacking, and then you've got the timer clearing to do, and you have to replicate both of them because it's annoying. So I'm literally going to be using this as a reference for every single online thing I do from now on, because there's no way I'm going to remember all this. I'll have to copy it a few times still. So yeah, that was pretty interesting to figure out. And yeah, I've got like a bajillion classes, like just working with this widget garbage and code using Slate, and it's just another level of confusing. Okay, anyway, I'll wrap it up there. Just so this is probably like one of the most useful things ever. So, yeah.